Okay, so let us continue with our headache. So here I'm going to put M4. Remember, M4 is the start button. I'm going to put, want my keyboard. I'm going to put here M4. Then it's going to be in parallel with M4, and that is moving forward in parallel with the behind sensor. And the behind sensor, have we so far used the behind sensor? No, it is X0. Behind the sensor, it is X0. Edit position is incorrect. X0. Let me see in the MX OPC. Behind the sensor is X0. Front sensor is X1. Okay. So here I'm going to have this line. I'm going to have here this line. So here the start button can start as long as M14 is engaged. Also this one can start X0, but again X1 can switch it off, which is M14. So also here I need some other parallel. M15. If it fails, we change. This one I've not designed it yet. I'm also just creating it from here, because I just want us to develop this thing together. So this is M15, so the circuit can be switched off by the front sensor, which is normally closed, of X2, X1. But now X1, these sensors here, they are already normally closed. So if they are already normally closed, that means here I'm going to have this one, the vice versa, normally open. And here I'm going to have a vice versa, normally closed. Okay, but before, let me first leave them normal like this for simulation before we connect factory I/O. So here at the very M14, when it is on, can have here another branch. Then I'm going to have M4. I'm going to have M4 is going to start forward. Then I'm going to have X1, that is normally open, of X1. Enter, can start M16. So enter. Then M16 is going to self-hold itself. So okay, put this line. Still. So that one can only be powered by the other one. So it can also be broken by the normally closed of X0. So okay. Build all. Then online, write PLC. Select all, then execute. So yes. Okay, yes, completed, close. So when we come here, we can first close this HMI simulation, and we come here to it is edit. So we have a start button is M4. Double click on start. Then bit memory here is M4. Okay. And so here, okay. Then stop is M5. Then we have here behind sensor, this one we can, it is X0. Okay. So, okay, then the front sensor is X1. Is X1. So, okay. Then start lamp is, I'm going to give it M14, because it's the one having the start stop buttons, M14. Okay, then now allow me change these ones. Reverse, I'm going to give it reverse. I'm going to change and give it Y2. Okay, then here the lamp for forward, I'm going to change and give it Y1. Okay, because they are the outputs of the conveyor. So let me try simulating this one. So as we said, the manual, reverse, forward, automatic, start, stop, start. There is no lamp for stop here. Stop. Let me see. If I press start, I want to see what happens. Let me go online. Come here to monitor mode. Monitor mode. I want this one. I press start. Let me see. Under start, we have, it is in forward. So when in forward, I come here. I said bagger mode, modify value. Then I say on. It is reverse. Say off. Then I come here. I come here X0, debugger mode, modify value, on. Say off. It is going to work. Let's try that one and see. So now here, I can come here back to right mode. So now here, this is 15 for forward, 16 for reverse. Forward is this one, can be powered by 15. going to say in edit, insert row. Also here edit, insert row. So forward is 15. So this one can also be powered by 15 forward. So I'm going to put here, where's my keyboard? I'm going to put here M15, and I complete by this line, and I'm going to put here M16. I'm going to put this line. I'm going to come here and build. Then I say compile. No, write to PLC. I'm so going to say select all, execute, yes. Okay, yes, completed, close, online, monitor mode. So now I'm going to come here to my, no, I want here my what? I want to see here how it happens. So I'm going to come here manual, okay, automatic. So when I press start, you see, we start with forward. When it reaches forward, the forward sensor is X1. I want to use something here. Before we connect the factory I/O, you are going to connect factory I/O and see how it works. So here I'm going to modify value, that is for X1. Then here also online debug, modify value. Okay, here is X1. It is going to reach, I want this one here to show my forward and reverse. So here, when X1 is on, it's coming reverse. Then when it goes off, it is still in reverse. It's going to reach at X0. It's going to reach at X0. It's going on. It goes back and forward, and it goes off. Okay. So close. It is going to work. So that testing mode also it needs when you're a bit logical. So I'm going to come here to factory I/O. But before that, since factory I/O sensors are already on, I'm going to come here to write mode. I'm going to change these sensors X0 and X1. X0 is going to be normally open. I mean X1 normally open. Also here X1 is normally closed. Then here X0 is normally open. And here X0 is normally closed. I'm going to build that. I'm going to online again, write PLC, select all, execute. What? Verify results. PLC verify. I have not understood this. What happened? Online, write PLC, select all, execute. Yes. Okay. Yes. Completed. Okay. close. Again, what was it bringing? Okay, so now here when you come to MXOPC, we are going to come here, monitor mode. Let me check. Yeah, put on these goggles, everything should be good. Now here in factory IO, we come to our drivers as usual. The driver we use, where is it? OPC client. We leave this one to stop. Let me see a configuration. We have to first wait this loading to stop. It has stopped. Then you say browse servers. After browse, it has come. I think it is Mitsubishi or PC something. Then browse nodes. Then come back. So we have this. So front limit, it is front sensor. Then hind limit, it is a high behind the sensor. Remember this one factory IO, we had already configured them in the very first clip. So forward and reverse here, they are first Y. Here let me see, forward, reverse, they are first release, then remove them, then remove, come to file, drivers again. So now here forward is forward here, reverse is reverse here. Those are the only things we had to connect. Then go back, put this one in play mode, maximize. So you are going to see that when you come to our HMI, you see these one sensors are already reading, they are already on. That one means, remember they are normally closed, the sensors. That's why they are already on, and that's even why in the ladder logic I changed their formats, because now when you come here to online, you see monitor mode, you see they are already on, X1 and the X0. Here they should be closed here. So now when you come to our HMI, so the main thing is we need here the HMI and the factory IO to see what is happening. Though we have used quite a big display, but no problem. So when I press manual and I say forward, oh, it is opposite, reverse. It is not happening. Drives. When I say reverse, reverse is not working. Why? Reverse Y1 and Y0. Here is M12, M13, 15, 16. 13 is not engaging. Let me see. Forward. M12 is forward. Then reverse. 13. Why is 13 not working? And yet it is engaging. Here it is showing, the lamp is showing, and forward. When I say here forward, here is the reverse engaging. Oh, then when I say reverse, nothing engages. Why? That is illogical. Say reverse, 13 is on, but Y2 does not light. Let me say forward, Y1. Y1 is on. Oh, it is Y1 and Y2. Y1 and Y2. Is it what I did here? Here I used Y0 and Y1. Okay. So just here, where is it simpler to change? Here I'm going to have forward is Y1. Save. Then this one is reverse is Y2. Y2. Save. Okay, that one has finished. So it's even here they are good. So let me try this one and see. So when I click reverse, you see reverse. Then forward, you see it is forward. Okay. Now let me refresh this to put the box back. But also here, these motors, I should have these limits here also. Okay, let's first see this. So when I click forward, reverse, forward. So it only moves as long as you are still moving. So when I put in automatic, let me minimize this factory I/O. I get something viewable. So when I put in automatic, forward and reverse no longer work. So when I press start, it goes forward, it stops and comes back. You see, even here the laps indicate. Wow. Even here the sensor states you can be watching. So here is stop. Okay, so now we have finished our editing. Once more, remember, I told you this is the ladder logic. When we want also to be monitoring, I told you press F3, put in a monitor mode. It is already in monitor mode. So that is it. That is it. So once more, in a manual, in a automatic, this is sensor state. Have you seen? So as again start forward. There is something I explained in the previous video, but I've forgotten to put it. That is to first wait for some time before changing the direction. But that one you can implement it in your circuit. So please be keen. As you have seen, it has been a tug of war. It doesn't just need rushing over. Where you don't understand, please don't hesitate to inquire. Though you people, you are ever quiet, but let's go by that. Press stop. So that is it.